Hey guys, XDoctor here again. You may know me from the e-cigarette forums or from Vape TV. I've done a couple reviews now. I'm going to do a walkthrough of the history of vaping, of my history of vaping, from the beginning until current. I've been vaping a long time, longer than most folks. When I first heard about it, there were no USA suppliers. I imported a lot of stuff to try it out. My first PV was a DSE 901 that I ordered from Totally Wicked UK at the time. That's before they opened their American shop. This one doesn't work anymore. It was a crappy little PV to begin with. I mean, it produced almost no vapor. The draw on it was so hard you could barely get any air through it. But it was the beginning of things. I keep it now for sentimental reasons, just to look back and kind of see how far we've come. My next one was a 510, pretty standard. When they first came out, it was called either a Yeti or I think they call that a Titan, some kind of thing like that. After this one, I gave up PVs, I gave up vaping, I went back to smoking cigarettes for a long time. Then the Ego came out, and I picked one of these up right away. I used it for a long time. It got me off cigarettes again immediately. Then they started with low resistance in these, with the Mega atomizers and things like that, and that really woke me up to what was possible with these things. I wanted something that would last me a lot longer than these would. I mean, this is the standard battery on this. It'd last, most of a full day. The Mega batteries would last a full day and maybe a couple hours. But I really wanted something that I could take on a trip or something like that, so I bought a big battery mod. This is the Chuck, my first big battery mod. Graphics on that are all custom, designed by me. He puts them right on there for you. This is actually a really good PV. I mean, it uses an 18650. The button on it sucks. Anybody who owns one will tell you the button sucks. It's tiny and cheap, and it fires all the time when you don't want it to. And they'll also tell you that you can't own just one, that you got to have more than one Chuck, because I don't know, sometimes you don't feel like flames. And then he also makes the little Chuck, because I was totally in love with these things for a while. This one uses a CR123A, and it's a good little PV. I carried it anytime I went out to the bar for a long time. After that, I decided I wanted something with a little better battery, so I got myself a Pro Vape 1. Runs a 14500, I believe. It's a good little PV. It just, clicky button. This one had a lot of safety features that I liked about it. I never really used it much, honestly, because I got myself a Megalodon. And the Megalodon was the first one that I had with a locking button, which I loved. This thing was great. I use it still. Anytime I'm going somewhere, I'm going to be putting it in my pocket a lot. After the Megalodon, I moved up to my first 5-volt mod, which is a Big Kazoo from Kalamazoo Vapor Shop. This one has, a gooseneck on it. It's got a grip shield, got a stainless T-tip on it. I've got this one kind of tricked out. I still use this one all the time, sitting on the couch watching movies, that kind of thing. After that, I moved up to my first juice fed mod, which was the Elite E. I've done a review on it. You can watch that, figure out what I think about it. Then I got myself a Rio Grande. I've done a review on it. You can watch that and figure out what I think about it. After that, I got myself one of the first Helixes. This thing is a beast. It's enormous. I enjoy the hell out of it for just sitting around the house, or if I'm leaving for a long, long time. I know I've got 5 days of battery in my hand. Then I went into variable volt mods. I've got myself a Pro Vari here, the black one with the dreaded finish problems right along the seam there. Great PV. Then what was next? By God, that was it. So that's where I'm coming from beginning to end. From DSE 901 to Pro Vari. Thanks for watching. Keep on vaping.